So I'm gonna type greetings. We are live. I'm gonna write greetings, everyone. You might hear pup pup whining.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, we're live. So once again, I appreciate love you doing this. I'm so grateful for you. You been drinking your water?
Of course, girl. That's all I drink. You know that.
Nah, you got me hooked on that sparkling. But Spirit said that's not water. So they were like, you need to drink some water.
Well, I drink seltzer because I don't drink juice. But the seltzers I drink is like no artificial flavors or anything. It's just, you know, it's just effervescent. Use the CO2. But yes, I drink a lot of water naturally. That's all I do drink. Water and seltzer. And seltzer when I have something to eat.
You know you private messaged me because yours came up private chat and I was like, huh?
When? Just now?
Yeah, because you said blessings. And it
Yeah,
came
that's
but it didn't come in the comments for everybody to see it.
why.
It just came up for me to see it.
Oh, darn it.
That's why I said
I
if you
see
were
what I
saying that
did.
to everybody, yeah, that's why I said, hello, sexy, how are you? That's why I said, they can't see it.
Oh, good grief.
Are you okay this Sunday? And have you noticed it seemed like we've been on a long vacation and it's just Sunday, but it seemed like we've been stuck on Saturday or some other week.
Absolutely, which is unusual because a moment ago everything was going so fast.
Now it seems like it's
Like you
slowed
you
down.
open you open your eyes, it's Monday, and you blink, it's already Thursday.
Yeah, and I
But
said,
yes, it seems
man.
like the days have been very, very long.
Before I give you your proper introduction, but have you noticed that especially it's been affecting the Gen X, and I forget what do you call the people that's ahead of us? Is that called the no? What are the
Boomers, are they boomers?
bloomers? Okay, if you notice, their Mandela effect is similar to our Mandela effect, but
Hmm.
the Mandela effect been really heavy with the timeline jumping. Like this is the fourth Thursday Thanksgiving Turkey Day started. Normally it was the third Thursday that we remember, but
Hmm.
usually when we remember the third Thursday, it's like soon as we have Thanksgiving Day, we back at work. I'm like, that was quick, but for some reason, it seemed like it been Thursday for like a whole week. It's like Saturday. We've been stuck on the weekend for the whole week, and it's
Well,
just
for you, yeah, that's definitely. I feel like the days have definitely gotten like a lot longer. But for me, you also have to remember, spirit put me out. You
yeah,
know,
because
they've
you're a
been,
traveler though.
they've been just, and and it's insane. Like it's a blessing also because I'm an insomniac, and my stomping hours is between quarter to three and six in the rise. So they have just been, I open my eyes and I'm like, I'm up. And spirit's like, no, you're not.
Yeah, you remember that one time I have a conversation. I said, why do I feel like I already met Christmas? This was before Turkey Day even start.
Yes.
And I was like, it's like
Hmm.
now y'all getting ready to experience December. I'm stuck in the New Year, in January New Year. So it's like everything to me seemed like January. Like I already did the Christmas. Like I don't do the tree, but it's like I'm in that energy where I put down the Christmas tree. I'm starting to put down this stuff. It's like I'm way ahead, and I'm like, dang, Christmas
Hmm.
haven't even happened yet, but it's like it's in past tense to me. Just
Yes.
so all those, thank you for joining the Lotus Effect podcast. Okay, greetings, Chinese dumpling. As you know, I have known her spiritually for a long time because we both ancient, we both old souls. So I've known, so I have known her many moons ago. She's very gifted, very spiritual. She's a extraordinary healer. She heals in all different levels. Okay, she is like a grandmaster healer. Okay, a little bit about herself. She can automatically um, notice if you have any type of attachment or possession or entity, like we spoke upon the last one when she 1-800 choked that hole spiritually. But she has the ability to heal and do astral surgery in the spiritual realm. She also had the ability to connect um, your all your gifts in one. Okay, it depends on your higher self. A lot of people don't understand when a person is into Reiki and into healing. I mean, really, really into it, not just one, two, jump, jump. When you're really into it, you have to get permission. Everyone has free will. Okay, so you have to um, get permission. So basically, what I'm trying to say, like, if I or her and I was to do a healing, spiritually, we'll ask you, are you open to receive? But basically, before we even honestly ask you, we have to talk to your higher self. Because if your higher self say no, you're really not going to get the full effect of that. Your higher self is like, he or she's not ready. He or she is going to do this. So basically, then by you saying in your human consciousness mind, subconsciously, you're rejecting it. So a lot of people don't understand that healing goes far, far, far. Even though you say you're open to it, subconsciously you can reject it. So basically, she's very good at that. She's also very good at activating gifts. Okay, so we're both similar but different. Okay, but she is Akasha. She walks. She travels. Like I said, I had the privilege of receiving one of her healings in my time of need. So therefore, did I die spiritually? I'm just joking about it because some people don't understand my jokes. You're not going to die. It did not hurt me. I didn't climb up the walls. My head didn't spin around, but she is the real deal, Holyfield. Will she heal everybody? No, because she has to do divination. This is another reason it goes with protection. Okay. A lot of people don't understand that when you're gifted as a healer, we really we heal you on certain degrees, and in some degree we bring it out to you. Okay. So basically what I'm trying to say is you have to be open. Okay. So if you get a healing, help me out, Akash. When you get a healing, it's like say you get there are several ways you can do cord cutting. I'm gonna put it that way. Some people say just take a black walnut bath. That's just one level, okay? For not everybody, okay? For some people, the candles, doing that, okay? For some people, on another level, you have to do it with a tree. I know, just go with me. That's another level. Now, the more extreme level, you have to go up in the heavenly courts, which is the Akashi records. So that would be more severe. Okay. So there's different level types of healing. When you come to get a healing and you say you want to get rid of Ike Turner because you're tired of being with Ike Turner. So if either one of us, but I'm mostly talking to Akasha because she does it more than I do, because that's one of her strong suits. Okay. She would tell you certain steps you got to do. When she tell you that you cannot be intimate, hugging, cuddling, and also getting your biscuit burger buttered, you got to let that go, because when she removes a certain thing, as above, so below, it's being done there. So if you cuddling and sleeping in the same bed and getting your biscuit butter, that's recreating in there, and it's like all over again. So it's like it's defeated the cause. So healing is very intense. But one of her gifts is healing and doing astral surgery. Okay. Um, like I said, she's very good in that. Okay, she is a grand master with it. I am a master, but she is a grand master. There's whew, different levels to it. But like I said, I have known her in my darkest hours. She was God sent, and I'm trying not to get emotional, but she was God sent, and I appreciate love her because when I was low, she was high. She was the only one was there to understand what I was going through. So when I said she was God sent, she was God sent, and she healed me through my darkest time. And likewise, I pray for her. She needs
Absolutely.
me. And we do energy exchange. Okay. And it's like me, I listened to her and she told me, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. And I did exactly like she said, and I defeated that, what I was going through. So it pays that you have to be obedient. So when she tells you you cannot even read the text, you can't even answer the phone call, you can't even do that, there's a reason for everything. So if y'all need it, like normally I say, TT, you need a really good healing. You there's something on you, and I can't take it off, but I know somebody that can. She extracts black magic. If anybody puts some black magic in you, she can take it out. So if someone cursed your room, if she sees it, she will analyze it. So it's like she'll do a spiritual x-ray of it, and she say, I can handle it. I can do this. So that is her. She extracts black magic. She extracts hexes, jinx, curses. This is the person. So before we get into the protection, anybody have any questions for her? Got me crying like a little girl.
Girl, you're not supposed to be crying.
Because I mean, you helped me out of that dark area of my life. So I'm
And you
always grateful.
and you for me. So it is what it is. We got each other's backs.
So any questions for her while you have her?
All right. It's
Thank you,
okay.
Leslie.
If they give any questions, we'll see it later. We can just move on.
All right. Someone asked about protection. There's several types of protection. Okay, there's protection as far as amulets. There's protection or like candles. There's protection with baths. There's protection with oil. There's protection with a symbol, sigils, aka veves. All right. There's protection with crystals, stones, like I said. There's a protection with casting. There's protection with warding. There's protection all over. So there's different types of protection. She said she got a question for you, Joe. For me, I see it. I can see it in the spiritual realm. And I can tell you, I'm like, yeah, you need that taken off in the spiritual realm. That's heavy. That's black magic. Okay, there's a difference. What we see, it's hard to explain, but it's different. So it's like a heaviness, like a dark. Okay, so I would say, spirit, what should I do? And they said this is for Akasha. And then I would say, Joe, I know somebody that can handle that, but you would have to speak to her. So I would set up a confirmation. So I would already told her I did I analyze it. Here's the pictures of Joe's eyes. I tell her everything I say. Me and her touch and agree, and then she'll go further. And then she said, "Did you see this?" I said, "No. That's why four eyes is better than two heads is better than one." I said four eyes. So then that's when she was set up with you. Okay, that's how me and her touch and agree. I see it, and I was like, "That's deep. That's not my expertise." When you having heart problems, your doctor would give you to a specialist. He said you need to see a cardiologist. You might need an echo. You might need a stent put in. You see how they further go. But see, I'm your doctor, and I'm like, okay, this is not right. So you're gonna have to go somewhere where that's their gift, that's their expertise. So I already gave you your diagnosis, and then I would send with her. Me and her talk, and then she say, "Did you see this, Anul?" I'm like, "Nah, I didn't see that." And then that's when she'll start contacting you. Okay, a hex is different from a jinx. A hex is different from a curse, and black magic is totally different from that.
Well, also what it is, Joe, is also energy. Like there's somebody on here right now that has something on them. I could just feel energy. Same thing with the Newell. So it may not. I don't necessarily have to look at you, look at your face. I could just look at your name. You know, as we know, our names are very powerful and attached to us. And if I feel a tug or a heavy energy on you, that's how I'll know. And then usually when I look at, then when I actually look at you, I'll see the entities for, I'll see the entity for what it is in its true form. Sometimes it'll be real dark, red eyes, sharp teeth. I can actually see what it is that you have, that's attached to you. The crazy thing about it is people don't realize that when you are intimate with someone, when you have someone in your close proximities, a lot of the time, their attachments can become your attachment. And people don't realize that. This is why you have to be very cautious of who you lay with. Um, Another thing that Anu just said is that, she'll look at it and she may say to me, you know, here, I have someone for you. Now, when I do a divination and I speak to the spirits and I go up, can I heal you? Absolutely. But will I always heal you? No. Because for some of us, that's your karma for whatever it is that you've done. That's the one thing that she didn't mention. Um, but she knows very well because she'll look at me and be like, that's her karma. That's his or her karma. But usually it's just, energy. It starts with energy. It starts with that heaviness. It's like, for her and I, it's kind of like, you're sitting there and you're in a cool room, then this big heavy weighted blanket just gets thrown over you, and it's like stifling. You can't breathe. And then I'll know, okay, no, something's going on. There's something dark, something's attached. And then we take it furthermore.
Because I always like, I got somebody for you. This is an A cleanse. This is what I got. And then she tells me what she got. And then it's all we're sitting, and all of a sudden I say, you know what? Spirit said, don't do that. Don't do that. And you like, why? When I get a funny feeling, I say, don't do that. And she said, why? I said, that girl or that person's not telling the truth. That person did something to that person, so they retaliate back. That's their karma. So me and her was back and forth. Sometimes spirit let you sit on it when you take your mind off of it, and then they start talking more because spirits gather up their information. So like she said, or she might say, oh no, what you think about? I said, oh, I can't look at that. That's something dark. That person got something on them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'll be like, no, it's the energy. She said, thank you. You gave me confirmation. So to piggyback off, she said it's energy. Because when I say, oh no, she'll know in a minute. And she'll say, don't look at it. Because, like I said, the eyes are the gateway up to the soul. That's why we always say pay attention to the energy. Okay. So our attachment's different. Attachment is attached to you.
Attachments are completely different because
Yeah.
attachments doesn't necessarily mean someone put a hex on you, someone put back magic or a curse on you. An attachment could be something you picked up from just being out within the community. It could be some you could have walked by somebody and attachment saw you. And let's say, especially, the easiest way to get an attachment is in when one, you're not protected, you don't have your shields up, and when you're in a low vibration, when you are mourning, when you're depressed, when you're feeling insecure, that's when a lot of low vibrational entities, it's easy for them to attach to you because they're, for a lot of entities, their wish is to what? Feel human, to live in the human world. So it's easy for them to attach to you, especially when you're low vibrational. So attachments are completely different from hexes and things of that nature.
A lot of earthbound spirits come with attachments because they refuse to cross over. They refuse to do this. So, they get attachment. That's why they say be careful when you're summoning somebody, be careful when someone die because of that. Because then you start noticing you're not acting the same. You start mimicking their behavior. You start acting not like yourself. Those are attachments. Another one is that movie with Denzel Washington called Blue Angel. Me and Akasha could be walking. I'm going this way. She's going this way. We bump shoulders. So I had an attachment on me. And they said, ooh. I like her right. She got that sugar. So she can, in the attachment, go jump on the Costa. That's how some attachments do. Sometimes they come to you in your dreams. Okay. So that's why you always, once again, goes back to protection. Did that answer your question? So back to protection. Also, protection you also means when you're heavily protected, it makes it hard for energy vampires to drain you. It makes it hard also for people to invade your privacy by reading you. So there's ways and ways. Protection. You got to constantly be protected. You got to constantly revamping it up because gossiping, hanging around people that gossip, hanging around people that's low vibrational, that's always narcissist, Debbie Downer, lowers it. So you got to constantly build it back up.
And absolutely, TT. That's why you can't hug everyone. I don't shake hands either. I don't hug and I don't shake hands. But that's right, because anything can jump onto you.
Y'all see me nod. I'll be like, what's up? Yo. So back to protection. There's different ways. One of them we can talk about is salt, brick dirt, brick dust,
Red
sulfur,
brick. Mm-hmm.
uh, certain plants, um, planting around your home, inside your house. Plants take a hit for you, like the mother-in-law's tongue, the spider plant, the one that's shaped like a sword. That one stops gossiping. You sit it by your front door, it stops it. When you see your plant die or start withering, it takes hit for you. Once again, we are part of earth. We have plant allies. Okay. We all deep down, you got to work on it, but we are plant whisperers. Some people are just more in tune than others. That's why when you get into your craft, they say you have to tell it what to do. You got to talk to it. So, cactus, aloe vera, philodendron, um, all types of plants, lily of the
The
valley,
snake plant.
snake plant, roses, very protective of that. Then when you talk about the plants, then you have mullein, eucalyptus, thyme, oregano, agrimony, rosemary, uh,
Cloves.
cloves, cayenne pepper, allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon. Um, if you don't have a cinnamon instant, you can get the cinnamon sticks, canela sticks, and you can burn it. It will still burn like the cinnamon instant. Herbs, okay, once again, herbs come where they can take stuff off of you, and also they can put protection over you.
I will tell you another one that you can do that not a lot of people know of. Um, your house. Your house can protect you. And how does your house protect you? Believe it or not, your house is living. Your house is alive. You can, go into your house. You stand in the middle of in the middle of the house, the middle of the room, the apartment, barefoot. You ground and you speak to your house. You introduce yourself to your house. You name your house. Let's say I'm just going to throw a name out there. Let's say you want to name your house Leslie, and you ask the house, is that the name that you would like? Is that name okay with you? You should feel like a vibration coming from the soles of your feet up your entire body, and you'll know. You'll know if it's yes. You'll definitely know if it's no. And then you ask your house, Leslie, I ask you to please guard me. I ask you to please protect me, protect my family, my children, my pets, to please protect us against all witchcraft, any black magic, any negative entities. Nothing can enter this. Sorry, nothing can enter this dwelling. That is one of the strongest protections you can have. Is when you name your house and you ask your house to protect you, as well as the trees that surround your house or apartment. Place
Bushes.
your hands on it. Talk to it. Build a relationship with it, and ask the tree to please protect you as well. Um, if you have like your dwelling completely protected in the land that you're around, it's it makes it difficult for things to seep in, put it that way. So you can name your house. As Anul said, you have plants, you have crystals, you have certain amulets, jewelry, that you can sit there and that you can enchant for protection.
Can
You
I
mentioned
say something here right
red
quick?
brick dust. Yes, go ahead.
When she was talking about the house and the plants, you always got to consecrate it. You always got to feed it. You always got to feed it. So you like, for example, you wake up and give thanks to Yah or whoever you give thanks to your God. You say, "Rising house spirit, thank you for protecting, not letting nothing come through during the night. Thank you for not letting anything happen while I'm at work or whatever." You got to give it, whether it's some water or some Cheerios or something. You have to give. You have to feed it. You have to feed your plants. You have to feed your crystals. Everything needs to be consecrated. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, as you were saying before, like red brick dust, there's so many different forms of protection that you can use. But understand and know that, is it necessary to definitely have that crystal? Is it necessary to definitely have that salt? It helps, it can help. It helps in a sense where it can make your intention stronger because you feel the connection to that crystal. You feel that this is what it will do. And that's your power. And a lot of people don't realize that. Like when people wear a cross, it's a symbol to them of God. But if they truly believe in God, the power in the cross that they're wearing will be so much more. But way back when, our ancestors, they didn't necessarily have all the tools and things that we have now. You know, it all came from energy. It came from intent. So you can go outside and have, no, you don't have to have tiger's eye on. You don't have to have obsidian on. You could just go out there and close your eyes and put your hands up, and you can put a ward around yourself of protection. You can envision it in your mind and see these big wards come up. You can call in archangels. There's so many different forms of protection that you can do for yourself. um, there's no limit to it, basically, but you have to know that it all starts with you, because you can't just pick up a crystal and say, oh yep, I got this crystal, I'm protected, nothing's going to happen to me today. No, you have to believe in it. You have to set your intention on it. You have to, tell the crystals that I want you to perform and do everything it is that your purpose is. Because some is to, open up your third eye, or whatever have you, whatever their attributes are. But your intent is what gives it power. Your intent is what gives it the boost.
So that is one form of, and also back to what she said in ancestors, not trying to get off the subject of protection, but a lot of people, it's eaching on, because a lot of people say, I heard you're not supposed to have your altars in your room where you're sleeping. Back in the day, when the colonizer day, when all 24 people was in a two-bedroom shack, they had altars on the floor in that room because you don't have a choice. Okay? Spirits are everywhere. They see everything. They walk through walls. So there's nothing you cannot hide from them. So, like I said, to each his own. The first altar was of the earth. So if that's all you have is a shoebox and you have it on the ground, you yourself, your body is the altar, because all the energy, all the spirits, all your ascended ancestors, good and bad, like I said, we have both traits, but you don't have to accept the bad or inside of you. So you are the altar. Okay. Just wanted to tell you that. It's the other protection is iron spikes, railroad spikes.
Hmm.
Railroad spikes because it's ruled by Ogun. Okay. Ogun is over war. Okay. Ogun is the one that makes the swords, weaponry. Okay. So when you get 4 railroad spikes, okay, if you go and ask Papa Legba, Elegua, or Eshu, however you want to call him, to help you. You need to take a libation, a shot of rum. If you don't have no rum, they will accept water or orange Fanta. Trust me, they like orange Fanta. If you don't have no rum, orange Fanta. You need 3 pennies, but I recommend four because four is calling in all 4 quarters, which means when I say quarters, east, west, north,
That's
south.
north
So
and
I
south.
suggest four, but you can do three, all right, or 21. 21 breaks down to three. Some candy. So first you do is you honor because you're going into a portal. Railroads is a big old giant portal. That is part of the spiritual world. So you're just not going to barge into someone's house without announcing yourself. So you want to announce, okay? And then you say, I bring offerings. Can you help me find railroad spikes? One day I went walking, you can ask Akasha, and something told me before I left the house, take 4 pennies and take that orange soda. You're not drinking it, you don't need it. I said, all right. So I went walking. I seen a whole bunch of railroad spikes. I felt the energy, and then Papa Lake was like, hurry up, the train's coming. I said, okay. So I grabbed it, I dumped it. Soon as I stepped off that track, that train came that quick. So I was grateful for that. And he said, just keep it, you're going to need it later. They will help you find it. But if you cannot and you purchase off anybody's site, you have to consecrate that energy because of the workers who touched it. Then it went through their hands, and what they did to it, they could have used it for something. You always have to consecrate it before you use it. When you consecrate it, you need Florida water or 100 proof, like Everclear, moonshine, something that's going to catch on fire. You light it down, you call up the spirit, you tell them, Ogun, first you got to go through Elegua or Papa Legba or Eshu to talk to Ogu or Ogun and tell them what you need it for to protect your 4 quarters of your home. Okay. So if you live in an apartment, you need to get a flower pot and put it on your side inside your house or on your side of the building. So if you live on the inside, the 4 quarters of your home in a flower pot. Okay. If you live in a house, I would recommend you paint it with red so you will know where they are. Okay. They will let you know when you have to refeed it. Sometimes, if you do it correctly, you can not feed it like for 2 years, but they'll tell you when you need to refeed it. And what you do, you pour rum over it or Everclear. Okay. So that's one set of protection. Another set of protection is witch bottles. And I know y'all seen people with blue bottles and all them in the yard. You can get a witch bottle, put all your personal stuff in it, but you're going to have to use your urine. It's called chamber lie. Back in the day, going back in hoodoo, urine is ammonia. Urine comes from your body. So if you ask them to protect your household, you're going to get tag locks of everybody in your home, put it in there. Whatever you got to do, you got to fill it up with urine, turn it upside down, bury it. Then you got to feed it, give it libation. Why? Because the earth is a conduit. It holds energy of positivity and negative. So you always got to tell the earth what type of energy are you using. That's another way of protection. The next one, like she said, amulets, charms is another one. A lot of people use the evil eye. They use Hansa, the hand with the evil eye. That's protection, but that's not going to protect you from people reading you. That's not going to protect you from people throwing stuff at you like black magic enough. Every protection has a certain thing that it protects. So you have to go deeper. Okay, so say you doing something on live, you just can't have the evil eye up there. That's just going to protect you from the evil eye. That's not going to protect you. Someone trying to get you banned, someone trying to interrupt that. That's not what that's for. This is where circles and wards come in at. Anything you want to add to that, Akasha?
No, you said it perfectly. You said it perfectly. Does anyone have any questions on protection?
Yes, Joe, that is correct. Those trees were protecting you. Um, Now there's different types of salts. Okay, different salts have different energies. Different salts have different protection parts. So if you know what colloidal silver is, if you know anything about silver, silver is a very protected because it's ruled by Mercury. Okay. Also, back in the days, they said it if you kill a werewolf with a silver bullet, it'll kill the wolf. If you stab the vampire in the heart with a silver cross or something silver, they would do it too.
Oh,
So,
vampires. It was wood.
oh,
The wolves were silver. Vampires is
okay,
wood, fake.
okay. But if you get some colloidal silver, or if you can melt some type of silver down, you need to mix that with your black salt. That makes your protection of your black salt stronger. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, they have different types of salt. You have your sea salt that you can use in saltwater baths. You can use it for rituals, but it helps. It's like a cleansing power. It helps to purify your things that you're using. It also harnesses the energy of the ocean, so that's extremely protective. You have Himalayan salt. You have black salt, which we know black salt is very strong. Um, that can help with banishing of curses and negative energies and unwanted influences. So there's so many different ways that you can incorporate salt into your protection. But like I said before, it's an item. If you don't have the proper intention behind it, it won't work for you.
everything has intent in it. Another form of protection is your spiritual animals. We all have different types of spiritual animals. Okay. Calling from them to protect you. Like some of y'all might have a dragon, some of y'all might have a black panther, some of y'all might have a dog. So it's different.
Can I pet that dog?
That my baby dog, but it's different. There's a difference between wards and circles.
Mm-hmm.
So that is another type of protection. Circles and wards are different. Also, color of energy is very important when you cast wards and also circles. Okay, so you can cast a fiery wall circle around you, and of course, you're gonna think of red, which is fire, or whatever, reddish orange. So your intent, okay, seeing it and visualizing it in your mind's eye. Okay, Reiki symbols is a form. So there are certain Reiki symbols. If you are in tune, if you have that attunement, you're able to cast those. If you do not have that attunement, it's not gonna. It might work, but it might not be as effective. I put it that way. Um, that's another form of protection. Opening up your Bible is a form of protection. Taking protection baths is a form of protection. Um, Sprays. Okay, there's some sprays. It's called cologne water. Uh, it's stronger than Florida water. So you have to do your research. There's things that you can do: Chinese laundry, High John, uh, dragon's blood. There's different types: frankincense, myrrh. Three Kings, benzoyl, copal. There are different types of waters that you can make, okay, to that will protect you. Number one is ammonia. And I know a lot of y'all can't inhale that, so you can wear a mask, but ammonia is number one thing. Um, Doing a deep spiritual cleanse of your walkway is very good in protection. Having people remove their shoes before entering to your place is a protection, because sometimes they can step in stuff somebody sent to you and they stepped in it and bring it in your house, or they
Mhm.
can put something on their shoe and bring it in your house. So
I,
it's all types of protection.
I'll also tell you something. Sometimes some people suffer from night terrors. You have a nightmare, or you feel something heavy or negative in your room. And one of the quickest ways, especially if it's night terrors and you feel heavy energy, is if you put your either your television, or if you have an Alexa, or your phone. They do not like any form of praise music. You can put praise music on YouTube. They have the 8 to 10 hour um, protection psalms. If you put that on, and it's constant, it just runs straight through, there's no commercials or anything. Or if you put on any form of praise music, anything dealing with God, trust and believe it will be gone. You will not have that nightmare. That heaviness will automatically leave. I guarantee you.
Can
um
guarantee it.
Going back to when Anul had that retreat, when that praise music was put on, it irritated that entity, like darn near went insane. So trust when I tell you, put on any form of praise music. Put on Psalms, Psalms 91. They have it on YouTube, and it'll play continuously through the night. You can put it on where it doesn't even disturb you, where you won't really hear it loudly. But for them, it's loud and clear. So that's something else that you can do.
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
There's a difference between worship music and gospel. Gospel is like Mary, Kurt Franklin. That's not what I'm talking about. Praise music is worship. Like Tamala Man. Take me to the King. Stuff like that. What's another one? Uh, it's a lot of them. All you got to do is say yes. It's a praise song. You
Yeah.
know,
They have My
Fred Hammond,
God.
Fred Hammond. Those are worship songs. So if you're doing something like how Kurt Franklin doing all that and Mary, that's sort of like hip hop. That's not praise. That's gospel. So what she's talking about, praise music, is worship music. Yes, Marvin Sapp. You need worship music.
Mhm. But they do not like that at all. It will stop them in their tracks.
So if
So
this
anyone have any more questions about protection or anything?
any
Okay.
questions?
Well, Anu and I was talking earlier, and we did say that we just wanted to put this out there for everyone. The shit's about to hit the fan. Um, it's already being thrown at the fan. Put it that way. So it is time that I suggest all of you start to learn tinctures, any type of homeopathic remedies, as far as in natural antibiotics, um, things that you can do for like your, sore throats, to help with fevers. It's time that you build up your immune systems. I suggest you start with your perishable, start getting canned goods, because it's definitely about to hit the fan. Things are about to go insane. It's bad enough that um, food is being tampered with, water is being tampered with. Um, we're in spiritual warfare, but not only up in the realms here on earth. And it's really us against them, especially those who have awoken. We're no longer under a trance. It's for the ones who are free. And the ones who are free are the ones who are awake. Big Pharma, what is the thing behind Big Pharma? They just put band-aids on things. They don't necessarily get to the root cause. Because guess what? If we're all healthy, there's no need for them. So they want to keep us sick. They want to keep us um, dependent upon them. This is why they're trying to do all these boosters. This is why, get this shot, get this flu shot, do this, the COVID vaccines. It's so many different things that these people are doing. So many things that they're putting in our food that they're contaminating our water with. So we are in a fight for survival. And it's time that you step up for those who haven't yet and protect yourselves and protect your family. Be cautious of what you eat, what you drink, medicines that you take from, doctors. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying some things you have to go into surgery. You have to go into surgery. I'm not deterring away from that. But keep yourself as healthy as you possibly can and prepare. Prepare for another shutdown. Get your food, get your water, get yourself together. Protect yourself. Also, be cautious of what you listen to. Be careful of certain music. Be careful of certain hurts that you listen to. Because if they can put you back to sleep, they got you right where they want you, which is in invisible chains. So I suggest everyone, um, if anyone wants like a homeopathic ebook, I can give it to, I think I sent it to Anul already, or I know she has it. We can send it to you, email or whatever. And just start to learn, educate yourselves. It's very important. It's important to educate yourselves.
And
Yeah.
there has been a shift since this last moon. There has been a shift. It's called the stellium. It's been a shift. So a lot of y'all are feeling like y'all lost, like y'all driving and y'all going through different portals, different timelines. Y'all thought y'all was there when y'all looked up. At one time it was 319, and then finally it's like you doze off and you look again, it's 319, but it's like it was 319 way back there. So a lot of y'all getting caught up. A lot of y'all are, this is y'all season for wakening up spiritually. So a lot of y'all are noticing that your ears are ringing, you feeling like your equilibrium's off, you feeling like something's wrong with me because you're losing your appetite, or you starting to look pregnant, and you be like, girl, I wasn't like this last time. There
Or
is
are you getting sick from what you're eating?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting,
Hmm.
it's the energy shift because this is your season. Your spiritual body is already there. Your physical body's trying to catch up. And then some of y'all are so behind because y'all procrastinate a lot. Your spiritual team is working overtime to get you where you're supposed to be. So a lot of y'all are timeline jumping harder than others. It's because you're being procrastinated. Some of y'all are feeling like, your relationship is ending. It's because it was supposed to end like 4 years ago, but you kept putting it off. This time it hit you hard, and it seemed like your whole world is turning upside down. It's because that had to happen to you to get you ready for what's coming in. So a lot of y'all might be feeling extra hungry, and a lot of y'all feeling less hungry. Okay. And she was talking about herbs. Slippery elm root, they have lozenges. You can get the tea, you can make your own stuff. That is good for your throat. It's also good to coat the lining of your stomach. And if you're going through the changes, ladies, and you no longer that Niagara Falls, you're starting to run kind of slippery elm root will get you flowing again. Okay. Nothing against TikTok. Do not drink Pedialyte to get your juices flowing again. They're not telling you the other side effects of that. Okay? So when they say it will fix one thing, it's depriving another. So slippery and root will help you if you got throat problems. If you have acid reflux in your stomach, gastro problems, it will coat the lining of your stomach. Also, it will help with that, get it moving. So, like I said, if you need help, once again, The book's out there. She probably did give it to me, but if you contact me, I'm going to contact her. We can make it happen. But I'm just saying, there's ways around a lot of stuff. A lot of y'all need to do a heavy metal detox because y'all taking Tylenol, y'all taking Midol, y'all taking ibuprofen, y'all taking Advil, y'all taking this and this and this and this and this. Your liver and your kidneys is the main two filter besides your spleen. It needs to be clean. Burdock root, stinging nettle, dandelion root. They will help purify your blood. Purify your blood.
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My llama down was like, okay. So it's like just being quiet. But there's ways out there. And I have a problem with cheese. Cheese will cause you to have cyanitis and allergy problems. It will also block your downloads and help, and it will also calcify your third eye where you're not fully going like you're supposed to go. So stinging nettle. Anytime you do a herbal tea, you need to bond with the herbal tea and tell that herbal tea what its job is, what is it you need help with. Always speak affirmations when you're drinking it because even though it's water, I mean, it's tea, it's still water. Water holds memory. So when you're speaking in it and you're bonding and it goes through your system because you are made up 90% of your body is water. So it would travel. That's why liquid travels quicker through your blood vein, through your bloodline, through the blood, quicker than like pills. Y'all awfully quiet. Is there anything? Any questions for Akasha? Ooh, it got hot in here all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I got quiet. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I felt it. That's why I asked you.
Dang, it's hot.
It's protection.
Yeah. Ooh. So, any questions? Well, once again, but yeah, Akasha, I really appreciate love you from the bottom of my heart.
Mm,
Um, but it is getting right get serious. There's a the moon is Sagittarius is tomorrow.
absolutely. Yes, it is. I thought it
Do
was
you
today. That's
suggest
wrong. It's
the
tomorrow.
ones that are listening and the ones that will see this later? Do you suggest anything special about this moon in Sagittarius?
New moon, new beginnings, manifestation. It's time to manifest. It's time to put out into the universe what it is that you want to happen for yourself. Um, be very thorough in your intention. Remember, the universe doesn't understand gray. It's either black or white. Get your candles, write out what it is that you want, and manifest. It's all about manifesting new beginnings.
But also you have to release before you can manifest. So you have to also let go of a lot of stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I guess the moon can work however you'd like it to work, supposedly with your intent, but the moon is actually for bringing in what you want to bring in for new beginnings. Yes, but you are correct.
Is there anything else you'd like to share? Or anything?
No, they're very quiet today.
She
Everyone's really
Lexi
quiet.
says she's interested in your homeopathic ebook.
Okay. She can reach out to you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll send it. I'll send it over.
Mm-hmm. We got you, sexy. Thank you.
Does anyone have anything else they want to ask? It could be about anything spiritual, magical. Any questions? Is everybody just full from Thanksgiving? Oh, good grief.
I know they just quiet. just quiet. And then what's funny is they quiet on here. And all of a sudden I get a text. Can you? I'm like, how come you didn't say that when we was on here? They do that to me. I was like, I never understand. They do the opposite.
Okay, well, blessings to all of you. I wish you nothing shorter of the very best. Enjoy the new moon. Set your intentions. Today is the first. I hope everyone's dwelling is clean and you blew some cinnamon into your house. Somebody has a comment. What is it?
Just
Just
listening.
listening, getting educated. Thank you, ladies. Absolutely, TT. Absolutely. I love her energy.
Who TT?
Yes, she's just an amazing soul. She really is. And I don't like much people. You know that.
Oh, that's a compliment,
I do
TT.
not like people, but much people. But her energy and her, she has a really honest spirit, honest soul. Very powerful too. She's very powerful,
Are
gifted,
you
man.
crying, TT? Are you crying over there? Because all of a sudden I just felt emotional.
But if you like, we can put a protection over all of you before we head off. You guys can say yes if you like it. We need everyone to say yes if that's what you want, and we will put a form of protection around you. You'll probably feel some heat when we do it, just giving you a heads up.
Let me get my siete machos ready. I would love that. Okay, let me consecrate my hands. Hold on. All right. Sometimes I be asleep and all of a sudden the siete machos will go across my nose. I'm like, I'm up. I'm just like, well, I'll be on alert. All right, I'm gonna clear the energy.
Let's just wait for everyone to say,
We had one, two, three
yeah,
yeses.
wildflower. Okay.
Okay, that's four yes.
TT. Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Please and thank you. Okay, so um,
Excuse me.
Anul is going to clear the energy and she'll start and then she'll tell me when to come in and to add to it.
Okay, everyone that's on here, if you're not driving, I need you to take a deep breath in, please, slowly. And I want you, while you breathing in, I want you to acknowledge all the negative and the positive. I want you to honor it. Okay, that's letting them know that you see and feel. You're going to release slowly through your mouth. Okay.
You start and let me know when to come in.
Okay, I'm pushing it. It's all on you. I got it.
Okay. Some of you who are open, you probably feel a lot of heat, but it's okay. Everyone take 3 deep breaths in and out. On your third exhale, just say you accept. So be it and be it so.
Ashe.
Mhm.
Sorry about that. That was my fire. So that's why I'm like, but y'all all done. She came in. I want to say thank you. If you want to know about something, just let me know what's the next topic. You know what I'm saying? Um, Once again, we appreciate love every one of y'all. Thank you,
How does everyone feel right now? You're welcome, Wildfire. You're welcome, TT. TT, I know you felt some heat.
Chinese dumpling.
I know she felt it. I know Wildfire felt it as well. Excellent. Excellent. You're welcome, sexy. Sexy Sherry? I hope I said that right.
She's sexy and she know it.
Hmm.
I was singing that song. But once again, let's
Yeah.
show Akasha some love. But once again, my heart is glowing. Thank you.
You're welcome, Joe. Um, for Dream, how does she say her last name? Samadi?
Samdi,
I don't think it's Samdi. You think it is Samdi?
Samdi.
When I put the protection around, someone came out for her.
Oh,
No, someone came not out of her. Someone came around her.
oh,
It's an older woman. Has still that has crossed over though.
it's probably her Abuelita. Her
Mm,
Abuelita is very protective over her.
that's who I saw. She was smiling when I saw her, and she has a huge team behind her.
Mm-hmm. That's her Abuelita.
Yeah, the whole team around her. That's so, and I was like, oh, okay.
Mhm.
And she says she feels good. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you
Thank you,
for
everyone, and y'all have a blessed night.